It's a cross-country journey of a lifetime. 12 college students headed out on the open road, and not just to sightsee.
The Big Green Bus's mission is to inspire people across the country to get involved in their local communities and learn about what ways they're harming or helping the environment and how they can become bigger helpers.
The Big Green Bus is an environmental model of sustainability on 6 wheels, and it's crewed by a team of eco-minded students from Dartmouth University.
Just in love with the idea of being able to connect with people across the nation like this.
It was just like the coolest thing I'd ever seen.
The nonprofit program is run entirely by students, and they're divided into 5 teams: logistics, PR, fundraising, bus mechanics, and education.
Our workshops are on food, on waste, on fuel, on energy, and finally on this concept of sustainability.
As you can imagine, it takes months to plan stops, coordinate materials, and get everything ready for the 12,000-mile trip.
Really, like, not just a summer deal. This is a full, really intensive work thing, right?
Yeah, it was a lot of work. it was like a job.
So who are some of these adventurous road trekkers? Maya Viavant, a biology major from Northern California, grew up with recycling bins around her. She manages the crew.
I came to the East Coast and realized that not everyone had grown up with the same sort of background as I had, and it just really opened up my eyes to a lot of the challenges that the United States was facing in terms of fuel and trash and long-term energy supply.
Kate DeRushy, one of the drivers, calls Vermont home.
When I was younger, I was excited about recycling and those sorts of kind of surface issues, and now I see it as not only important for like negotiating the balance in the way people live with the environment, but also I think it's pretty exciting economically, and as someone who's entering the job market, that's clearly where a lot of the jobs are.
Social media guru Sam Parker hails from the Midwest.
So I worked all year with our education team on our message, what we wanted to get across this year in terms of community action, and I also helped create a lot of the pamphlets and stuff on the website that you see.
Kelly McGlinchey is a Long Island New Yorker who always knew she wanted in.
I actually applied my freshman and junior year and didn't get on the bus crew. It's a very competitive process, and then applied again my senior year. I literally just didn't give up. Every chance that I could, I applied.
Then there's Remy Franklin, who handles PR and some bus mechanics too.
For me, sustainability is about people, and it's about improving livelihoods and communities around the country, around the world.
Everyone plans to stop in their hometown, which for Remy meant Taos, New Mexico.
We visited the Earth Ships, which is a really cool sustainable building sort of initiative out in Taos, building houses out of old recyclable materials.
Wow.
And these are homes that are off the grid. They have no energy input into the house, so they're using solar and then catching all their own water.
In Oakland, California, Maya organized the visit to an urban garden to help with some composting.
We think sustainability is something that applies to everyone, everywhere, all the time. No one can be excluded from this kind of revolution that's happening because the environment affects all of us.
So from gardening and food waste to energy and sustainable building, they're tackling it all.
So we'll also give sort of general tours. We like to really get people to interact and question their own lifestyles and question our lifestyle and get conversations going.
Nick Pavlis and Ari Cobell love the work they're doing.
And one of the things about the bus is that we kind of do our own thing, have our events, and we really like when people are like, hey, can you tell me what you guys are doing?
We have this big bus that's our billboard, and when they see us doing this work and we feel good about doing this work, we're hoping that more people get involved in this sort of thing.
We'll have people like write on our Facebook that they saw us and they were excited to see us driving by.
Crew member Mike Swartz is a Vermont native who spends as much time outdoors as he can. So we had to ask him the big question.
What's it like being on the bus with 11 other kids for 3 months?
It's been a lot of fun so far. We occasionally have little disagreements about dishwashing or things like that, but generally we all get along really well.
That means no pillow fights either. In fact, most don't sleep on board. They camp in places like Yosemite or stay with family or alumni group friends along the road.
Yeah, I wouldn't trade our team for the world.
You're becoming a good kind of community that can really support each other, which is wonderful for such a long and can be at times stressful trip.
What better way could there be to put green living to practice?
For the people and by the people. I think that's a good catchphrase
for our perspective on sustainability.
I love the bus, it's great. I'm having the best summer, so